What's up, guys? Good day here in South Jersey. Perfect for working on a RS6. So I know it's been a few weeks, I believe. Ran into a bit of a couple issues, but it's all good. We got ourselves a nice warm cup of coffee in my Go Army mug that my friends got for me right as I got out of the Marine Corps. So you guys are assholes for that, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. So again, it's been a while. Ran into a couple of issues. Probably the largest one, the reason why I haven't been able to do anything for the past 2 weeks, I broke the spec stage 3, or I guess it would just be spec, throttle bearing. So went ahead and got a new one. We'll get to that in a second. What I've done in the meantime though is went ahead and removed the flywheel, and that just consisted of having to grind off every single head of every single bolt because they were torqued down to, I shit you not, like 550 foot-pounds. The crank lock pin was going to snap before these did. So when I just ground it down, let's see, next used a 21/32 drill bit, the 3/4-10 tap, so I could tap out the bolt for the crank plug in the back of the crank. So went ahead and did that. Got the oil cooler welded up from a buddy of mine, so that's all good. He also did my downpipes, so they're completely 100% catless. Might have to run some anti-lag through it a few times, get all the rest of the material out, but that shouldn't be a problem. So while I was waiting on all that stuff, went ahead and installed the Steve Ken flywheel, the spec stage 3 plus clutch and pressure plate. Everything's all torqued down. We're good to go there. And then that leaves me with the manual transmission. Well, nothing to do with auto transmission, so sorry. Here is what took 2 weeks to get here. It's the spec throttle bearing. So we're gonna go ahead and get that installed. All right, cool. So engine is ready to go onto the transmission, or vice versa, whichever way you want to say it. One thing I did forget to mention why I guess I wasn't able to get any progress done is because certain things have to happen in certain order, you know, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, stuff kind of like that. Yeah, that's my wife. You can't really install the oil cooler and the exhaust manifold and bolt the turbo back up before you get the starter on. I mean, you can, but I don't want to deal with that headache. I'd rather do it when everything's accessible. So with that, the trans needs to be installed. Then I can go ahead, put the starter on. Then I can go ahead and bolt the turbo back down, put the exhaust manifold back on. And then after that, then I can go ahead and get to the oil cooler. And then finally get to the downpipes for the turbo, at which point everything will be ready to go into the car. So again, that's why there hasn't really been any content for the last 2-3 weeks. Just trying to make things easier on myself, even though I've been breaking stuff left and right, trying to install them. So gonna go ahead and get to the engine transmission. Pray for me that I don't break anything. All right, transmission, engine, made it up. Now I just gotta go ahead, put all the bolts in, all these bolts, that is. And should be good. I'm gonna go clean up, eat some dinner, get back right to it after that. I'm exhausted now. Got a little bit done off camera, pretty much finished everything up. Engine, transmission, of course, they're together. Went ahead, did the shift linkage, put all that stuff on. Transmission brackets, transmission mounts, the exhaust manifold, starter, oil cooler, all back on. This engine is essentially ready to go in to that thing. I was messing around with the shift earlier. Let's see. The exhaust downpipes, those are ready to go on. Probably do that as I'm putting the car, or putting the engine in the car. Got the old pedal box out. And with that, it's kind of getting cold and dark. But went ahead, started removing everything down here. And put the new third pedal in, you know, the entire pedal assembly. So also with that, I know some people recommend to use the like the stainless steel line from I don't even remember where, but I just went ahead and retained the stock one for the clutch slave to the master cylinder. Yeah, so I did that and just gotta put everything back together, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and put this in. So next update should be taking this, putting it in that. So I'll keep you guys updated on that next week.